7-4 favourite, back from 13-8. For Xing is 9-2, opened up at 4-1, and Level Crossing is 6-1 from 13-2. Half a Tick is steady on 13-2, and Silver Honda is out to 7-1 from 15-2. Capital Bond at 14s, Village Pet 16-1, and City Plum Joe on 33s. Burling Ashes and Classics Pearl both at 66-1, and they're all quoted for the Woodcote Stakes.
And there, in the black stripe on the red jacket, is Brian Rice, who's going to be riding Karinga Bay in the Derby. Here he rides Level Crossing with a decent chance, really. A horse whose very name really is something of a challenge, Level Crossing, but who showed at Kempton last time that he has speed where it counts.
Inside the final furlong, Level Crossing has it from Gabibti, Plan of Action, Mr. Burfield, behind that put his Magic Secret. As they race up towards the line, Level Crossing pressed hard by Plan of Action, is going to be close at the line. Level Crossing just gets it.
Brian Rice at 50, the senior rider today and the senior rider in the Derby. Almost the senior commentators coming now in morning dress, John Frankham and John Exie.
Yes, we'll be wishing Brian the very best of luck later on the Hope of the North, Karinga Bay. He's going to be wearing a special noseband, rather like Level Crossing has got on, a rubber noseband which prevents the bit slipping through the mouth. I don't know that Level Crossing's ever... there is the reason for the cheers, although I'm bound to say it's really not a cause for cheers. I'm jolly glad that's not Jacko, because loose dogs on Derby Day are not the most popular thing with the jockeys or the owners or anybody else.
I'm surprised in actual fact that we haven't seen that happen more often racing with dogs running onto the course. I did see it happen once and didn't do the dog any good, and it didn't do the horse any good either. But they're loading up now. We've seen Level Crossing, Madegans Grey, Pat Edry just going in. Madegans Grey been in good form. Last one going in. Graham, they won't be long. All over to you.
Indeed, John, the trip is 6 furlongs and they break away. Madegans Grey very smartly into his stride, appropriately in the grey jacket. Up with the pace is Village Pet, and it's Village Pet by a length to Madegans Grey. Then settled third is Half a Tick in the green and red. Wide of that one, Forcing, that's a horse with a noseband. And on the inside, Level Crossing. But it's now Silver Honda who's come through in the white cap as they begin the descent around Tattenham Corner. It's Silver Honda and Village Pet who share the lead. Length and a half back to Madegans Grey showing third. Then Level Crossing running the rail in 4. Wide of that one, Half a Tick, and then comes Forcing, and they race down towards the 3 furlong marker. They race down to the 4 furlong marker, and it's Silver Honda, and I'm afraid to say that loose dog caused problem. He's racing down the track, and he could meet the horses head on, and there he is. The dog is on the right. He's going to run to the horses, but they've got over a furlong to go, and it's Silver Honda with the white cap who's clear. Silver Honda clear of Level Crossing. The dog's out the way, thank goodness. Inside the final furlong, Silver Honda clear from Level Crossing, with back in third Half a Tick and staying on well Capital Bond. Madegans Grey is well and truly beaten. It's Silver Honda and Michael Roberts on the opening race of Derby Day. The winner, Level Crossing, second, Capital Bond third, Half a Tick 4, then Classic Pearl, followed by Burling Ashes, and Forcing was near and last and first, so too Madegans Grey last of all was Village Pet. The result then of this Silver Seal Woodcote Stakes, it's a win for number 9, Silver Honda, in the colours of EA Grimstead and Son Honda Limited, an appropriate winner. This one trained at Newmarket by Clive Britton and ridden by Michael Roberts. Second is number 3, Level Crossing, ridden by Brian Rouse, who'll be anxious to go one better in the Derby, and the judge calls a photo third. But for me, Capital Bond got there, the man of John Reed.
This looked for a moment being a horrifically sensational opening to Derby Day. I can't imagine how the dog managed to remain loose that long, but thank heaven it shows some sense.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a relief to me when I saw him just go into the side. Normally they try and chase horses or do something, and thank goodness he didn't try and chase his first horse home here, and that's Silver Honda, Clive Britton's horse, having his third run, appreciating this cut in the ground. For those of you that haven't had a bet yet in the Derby, I think you're interested to see this fair bit kicking up. I shall certainly be interested to see what the jockeys have to say, but this horse, he's easily the biggest 2-year-old in this field, appreciating the cut in the ground this afternoon. Level Crossing, running his usual game race to be second, and Capital Bond, well, look to me to be third.
I'm afraid there's a delay in the starting price. There's 4 SP men. It's so crowded here at Epsom. They're trying to gather them together. They're all coming. I can see them in my eyesight now. They're coming round to get the SP of Silver Honda, and they're all gathering round it now. You will not get it quicker than this. This is going to be the SP Silver Honda. They're in the huddle, and it's returned 7-1 against Silver Honda. The second is Level Crossing. Level Crossing and Capital Bond. Capital Bond 14-1 against Capital Bond. So there's the SP as it happened. Silver Honda returned 7-1, back down from 8-1. 6-1 Level Crossing the second. Capital Bond is third at 14-1, and the favourite Madegans Grey was sent off at 15-8 favourite. They were very uneasy, the front two, Madegans Grey and 4 Singe. Good money for this Silver Honda. Michael Roberts, the Pope is back.
Michael Roberts, who later on will be trying to break a 103-year-old rule, because he rides Cahill in the Derby, and Cahill is a maiden. That's to say, he's never won a race of any kind. But I noticed that Tony Morris, the celebrated breeding expert, tips him today, and he's not by any means without a chance. Michael on Cahill later on.
And for any of you who saw this Silver Honda having what looked like another bit put in his mouth, that is in fact a chiffney, and obviously this horse, he can tend to be a little bit coltish, and it's just an extra precaution just to help the lad save him having his arm chewed. But he looks really quite pleased with himself at the moment. Michael Roberts, 31st winner of the season, and let's have a look at his start.